What's up guys, oBR0NC0 here with the contest video for my unlimited contest. And first off, I want to apologize. I know commentaries usually aren't that good if you start out with saying sorry, but I would like to apologize for the video being out late. I've had a lot of schoolwork this week, and school should always come before activities, I guess, or things that aren't related to important things such as school. So anyways, sorry for the video out being late, but I want to thank you guys for entering. I got over 60 entrances, and it was really difficult to decide. I had about 17 maps that I wanted to be top 10. Because the amount of maps and the quality of the maps that I received, I split the contest into two sections. The first division, which I'm doing right now, is going to be race maps, and the second division, which will be released tomorrow, will be for Slayer maps. Also, I'll be including mini games in the Slayer map contest, but that's only for this. That's only for this contest because I did not. I think I only got like 1 or 2 mini games. Anyways, the race maps will be a top 10. The Slayer maps will be a top 3. That is also subject to change in future contests because I did not get as many entrances. Also, if you'd like to see a full list of how to submit your map for a future contest, also don't submit your maps until the next video is released. And also a list of grading criteria and the prizes. Please see my channel. You can pretty much just click on my name on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. So anyways, guys, thanks for participating, and yeah, let's get to the race maps. Alright guys, in 10th place we have Palm Springs SX by TrixzZ, and the reason this map placed is because the very original rhythm sections. A lot of Supercross maps have similar layouts to this, but the what's it called? The rhythm sections and the jumps. This one really stood out to me. This one has a lot of, I guess, jumps that I don't really see in a lot of other Supercross. This one has a nice double step down and also this little nice kind of whip jump. And then also there's the turning whoops, which I thought was really nice. Another thing that I really liked was this really big wide bank turn that he used with the dishes. I thought that was really cool, and I also liked how up here he was able to fit in a tabletop, which adds for some nice high flying action. This triple up here is a little inconsistent. As you see here, I case it just a little bit, but the start finish line jump is a really nice double that works most of the time. So this is why this map came in 10th. In 9th place we have what's it called? Inception by xXCryptic. Also Cryptify. I think I might have spelled her name wrong. I'm not sure though. Also, is it weird that I haven't seen Inception? I don't know. Leave me a review. Maybe I'll see it. But back to the map. As you can obviously tell, it is a double wide, and this map is extremely smooth. Definitely Cryptic's best map that I have seen. Really nice transitions. As you can see here, it has a little bit of terrain, but not enough to consider it a hybrid. And as I said before, the transitions are amazing. There's practically no bump when you change from block or wall into the natural transition. Also, this map that also part of the map that really kind of set it apart for me was this jump coming up here, and you'll see it in a second. But it actually is a really pretty lofty jump. You actually get a lot of air going off of it, and I have not failed this jump once ever going off of it. So he did a really amazing job making sure that works all the time. Also, it is a little bit of collision course, which gives it a little more points. More points in my book, because I definitely do like collision courses. I just think they add a little bit. They added additional thing to think about, I guess. Anyways, in 8th place we have Nemesis by Adam Raw 1997, and this is a roller coaster. And the thing that set this map apart for me was as soon as you start, you have this really nice double spiral right here, and this spiral is really smooth. You know, I didn't really see any. I mean, there's a little bit of tapering, but this spiral didn't have very much tapering. Not that I saw anyway, and the tapering didn't affect you at all. It's more of just a preference, and you know, I don't really mind tapering that much. I know some people hate it completely. I don't mind it that much as long as it doesn't affect you. And in this map, there's a little bit of tapering, but you know, it does not affect you at all. So he did a really nice job making this map extremely smooth. But basically the basic layout of this map is, as soon as you start off, you have that nice little double, and then from there on out you have a bunch of waved turns, and basically this map is just a giant swirly spiral, because basically you're just turning in circles the whole time. But also these waves out here, they do go in a spiral, and you don't really notice that you're going in a spiral until you actually look at the map from above. You realize that it's just a couple, like 3 or 4 swirls. So I thought it was really nice how we put these waves into the spiral, because you know, just having 4 spirals on a map would be kind of boring. So I'm glad how he added those. And also up here, he has a nice double jump section, which you don't see this a lot on roller coasters. But here you have a little jump, and then up here, once you get a little more speed, you have a bigger one. So I'm glad he added. Actually, you know what? That's kind of like a step-on, step-off Supercross jump. But you don't really see those a lot in roller coasters. In 7th place, we have Spliced by oldmps, and this is a double wide. And the main thing that I noticed about this track was he had, I think, 3 or 4 jumps. I think there's 3, but you know, they're not just ordinary jumps. They're kind of like broken down jumps. As you'll see right here, it looks like he has the what's it called? The I forget what they're called. It's not really important, but he has the pieces there to kind of represent the track's broken down, that there's pieces missing. And although that's not an original idea, there's been a lot of tracks that have done that before. I like how he incorporated it with the map, but basically it just gives it a better feel, and he is pretty consistent with that theme throughout the map, because there's a lot of portions where it looks as if the map is broken down. So I like that. I like that aspect of the map. But you know, it really set it out for me, as opposed to just a regular double wide that maybe had 1 or 2 jumps. This one has like 4, so I really like that aspect of the map. And yeah, so really nice map. Definitely one of oldmps's best. In 6th place, we have Blue Vine EX. If you don't know what EX means, it means Endurocross. And Endurocross is supposedly the next best thing for Supercross and motocross racers. I know a little while ago it was short tracks. That was the new big thing. Well, apparently now it is Endurocross, and basically Endurocross, it is similar to Supercross. You know, basically it's not I guess similar to Supercross. It's just the overall layout. But basically, Endurocross is dirt biking over a lot of obstacles. As you can see here, it looks like he has a bunch of trash on the map, but he did that purposefully to make the racing difficult. And I know it's against my code to kind of slow down, but in this map, you're kind of forced to, and on all Endurocross, so you kind of have to slow down, or else you're just going to constantly hit objects and then flip or do barrel rolls and whatnot. So although it is against my code, I definitely recommend slowing down over the jumps in Endurocross. As you can see here, he has a lot of obstacles on the track that will flip you, so you want to be careful going over those. But you do want to go at a decent enough pace where you can be able to keep the lead if you're racing competitively. In 5th place, we have Hitfire by MLG Savior. And Savior, I know you're a little disappointed that you didn't place top 3, but guess what, buddy? Get over it. But this map is really nice. I had a difficult decision choosing between this map and 4th place, but I did decide to give this map 5th place because it is a little unoriginal. And when I say unoriginal, it's not that he stole an idea from somebody. It's just this map is pretty standard with the other roller coaster maps. There's not really anything that stood out for me except for the excellent forging. There's practically no tapering. I mean, there is a little tapering, but not where it would make a difference in your race. So, just a really nice map. It's very smooth. I like the objects that he used on this map. It really kind of made the racing a little bit more interesting and fun. I'm not sure if he used any. I don't think he used the wall mod on this map or anything like that. So. Actually, it's my preference that you don't use the wall mod, excuse me, because I think it kind of shows your ingenuity and what you can actually do with the objects that Forge World gives you. So, yeah, overall, really nice map, and the aesthetics on this map are also, they look really nice as well. Anyways, excuse me. On to 4th place, we have Haya by xXWOMPxx, and I wasn't exactly sure about the map. I didn't know what it would be when I first raced it, but then after racing it, when I first saw it, it kind of, I guess the track kind of like smacked me in the face, and it was like, Haya. Because when I saw it, I was really amazed, because when you start out, you just see this big, giant screen of a bunch of lines and curves and such, just spiraling and twisting in front of you, and it's kind of cool to just look at. So this is a really nice map. It has like 3 jumps, and it is a collision course, and the jumps do work most of the time. The only time that I did not make that last jump was because me and the other racer in this game we collided in midair, and here I don't think I was going fast enough, which is why I didn't make the edge of it, but I didn't fall off. But as I was saying, just a really nice track, practically no tapering. You kind of have to have no tapering if it is a collision course. And you'll see up here the part where the track actually jumps back onto the other part. But there aren't any spirals in this map, but all of the waves and basically the overall layout of this map really make up for the for no spiral. And you know what? Not having a spiral isn't taking off the map. It's more just a feature that a lot of people like. And it's not. I'm not saying, when I'm saying it doesn't have a spiral, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just pointing it out that it doesn't have a spiral. So actually, it is a really amazing map. The aesthetics in this map are great. As you can see, everything is, all of the track is supported by rocks and then a walkway cover. But as you see here, this is the part that's the collision course. Me and the other rider in the game just collided, and I think we might collide once or twice more on this map. And it really just shows you how difficult a collision course roller coaster is. And you know, I actually am pretty glad and pretty happy that he did not make the thing a complete collision course, because it is somewhat annoying when people like to purposely drive into you because I think it's funny. Xerbase. Sorry. But so I'm glad he only made part of it a collision course. I think it makes the map more enjoyable, because I really don't like it when I have to constantly keep driving over the parts that I just drove over, trying to you know, get to the next checkpoint, when I just keep falling off by somebody hitting me. And you saw there my fell off again for no reason. So I know we've been on this track for a while now, but I am waiting to finish the lap. So just overall, just a great map. Definitely one of xSwamp's best map. One thing about the end here, though, is you don't have to go around the edge. You can just get this checkpoint and then turn around immediately. You don't have to go around this part at the end. Anyways, 3rd place we have Harden EX by suicdewinner. And the reason this map really stood out for me was because the 2 main features in the map. You know, this map has a lot of other things that a lot of enduro crosses have, including like the rock sections on it, and then the I guess the ticket counters. That's what I call them. The ticket counters that you have to climb over, and right here, this is the ticket counter. I'm not really sure why I call it that. It's just that's what it brought to mind when I first saw it. But this is the part that really stuck out to me. It's this really nice rock wave right here, and I've never seen one of those before. But the way he built it, it works very nicely. And basically, if you drive skillfully, you can make it over perfectly. But the other part of this map that really stood out to me was this part coming up right here. It's this little star that you have to drive over, and you can't drive straight up the middle, because well, I guess you can, but it's really difficult. So you kind of have to like drive up the side of it, and I've never really seen this in a map before, so it really stood out to me. It was really original. So that's why I picked this map for 3rd place. It was really nice, and you know, after going on it a few times, you do get the hang of it. So don't worry if you're not too great of a driver. I mean, personally, I'm not that good of a driver, but you still can make it over it, so it's not frustratingly hard that you, like, to the extent where you cannot make it over to save your life and you have to walk over it. Anyways, in 2nd place we have Rockford, Rockpoint, or Rockside Grand Prix. He has 3 maps that are similar to this, or 2 other maps that are similar to this, and they're all in a series, so I forgot the name of this one. Xbase, I'm sorry for forgetting it. They all sound the same, though. But as you can tell, it is a Grand Prix map, and a lot of people think Grand Prix maps are pretty boring. But I actually like Grand Prix maps a lot. I don't like to race them by myself. That is actually pretty boring. But if you have a big group of people, let's say 12 people, and you're just racing, having fun, I think it is a lot of fun if the people are following the rules. As you see here, people are driving backwards, which is quite annoying. But you know, I like the turns in this map because you have a lot of nice drift turns, and I think that added a great aspect to the map because, you know, everyone likes drifting. No one likes having to slow down and turn. Drifting is such a better solution. Anyways, in first place we have Apocalypse Act 3 by oBR0NC0, and this is his third map to his series of the apocalyptic maps. And basically the apocalyptic maps is a city, an urban city that's been broken down because of some sort of catastrophe. These map series reminds me a lot of Fallout, I guess. Like just the overall aesthetics in the map and the layout of it kind of reminded me like a bomb hit or something, and then the city's kind of broken down. But as you can see here, all the buildings are kind of torn down, but they're not torn down in a sloppy way. They're torn down in a nice way. I mean, I know that doesn't really make sense, but just the way he has stuff laid out, it looks like he actually took time and planned out where everything was going to be. He didn't just kind of throw stuff together. Also, the part that really set this map apart for me was the underground subway. A lot of city maps only have one level, and so I really liked how this one had multiple levels. Also, it is a little bit confusing, but not to the point where you're just kind of pulling your hair out, being like, where do I go next? I think I just drove past that checkpoint. So overall, just a really nice map, and this just about wraps it up, guys. So congratulations to all the winners. You'll be receiving your prizes soon enough. And I just want to thank you guys for entering. Good job, oBR0NC0 for first place. Capsock, another note, giraffes aren't real. And anyways, guys, I'll see you next time.